when you come to the realization, it's just a bad football team. Ain't no way of sugarcoating it. Ain't no way of slicing it. It's just a bad football team. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're going to talk some football. Houston Texans football. I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. This is not going to be a long, it's going to be a kind of short video today. We're going to talk, we're going to break down, we're going to recap the Houston Texans fall to the Green Bay Packers 35-20. Wasn't really even that close. They got basically a garbage touchdown at the end to make it look better than what it really was. But like I said, all in all, it's just a bad football team. Like, that's really what it is. Ain't no way to sugarcoat it. Ain't no way of slicing it. This team is just not good. It's just not good. It's just not a good football team at all. But let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's talk about the numbers. Because like I said, the Houston Texans fall to the Green Bay Packers 35-20. Deshaun Watson was 29 of 39 for 74.4%, 309 yards passing, averaging 7.9 yards per attempt, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, was sacked 3 times, had a quarterback rating of 114.2. David Johnson. 14 rushes, 42 yards, and a lost fumble. We're going to talk about that. Randall Cobb targeted 10 times, got 8 catches for 95 yards against his former team. Brandon Cooks targeted 9 times, had 7 catches for 60 yards. Will Fuller was targeted 6 times for 3 catches for 35 yards and a touchdown. David Johnson targeted 4 times, 4 catches for 42 yards and a touchdown. Duke Johnson targeted 5 times for 5 catches for 43 yards. Aaron Rodgers was 23 of 34 for 67.6%, 283 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks, a quarterback rating of 132.4. Devontae Adams targeted 16 times, a career high, 13 catches, 196 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I don't even want to talk about the rest of this. Mike, how in back-to-back games last week you allowed a 200-yard rusher, and then the following week you allow damn near a 200-yard receiver? Like, just bad. One of the people I want to talk about is Eric Murray. From the jump, from the beginning of the game, because I want to hold on to this, because like I said, Aaron Rodgers wasn't sacked at all, right? On the opening drive, the Texans got them on 3rd down. Probably the best play that Whitney Mercilus has made all season long. He's able to get off the block, chase down Aaron Rodgers, gets a sack on 3rd down that will cause the 3 and out on the opening drive to give the Texans back. Had the Texans feeling good. Remember, Green Bay has scored in every first drive this whole season, something the Texans can't do, ain't been able to do in 2 years. Able to score on the opening drive. Green Bay has scored on the opening drive on every game this year, on the first 6 games. We was able to stop them. We got to stop. Eric Murray, hands to the face. I think it was a 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down. What do Green Bay do? Score. And you never sacked Aaron Rodgers again. You actually got a sack to get off a 3rd down. Like I said, probably the best play that Whitney Mercilus made all season long. All for naught because of Eric Murray. And then you want to know who was on the receiving end on a lot of those touchdowns on the defensive side? Eric Murray. Like I just said, this team is just bad. It's just a bad football team, and we cannot sit up here and continue. We passed the whole blaming Bill O'Brien about the team being poorly coached. It's just not a good football team. But I will show some blame on Bill O'Brien, the general manager, because Bill O'Brien, the head coach, he gone. Whatever, even though I know Bill O'Brien, the general manager, he gone as well. But Bill O'Brien, the head coach, he had his faults. But this team is just a bad football team. But Bill O'Brien, the general manager, has put this team in such a mess, in such a wreck, I don't really know where the light at the end of the tunnel is. Because it's just not a good football team. Bad contracts after bad contracts, after bad trades, after bad personnel decisions. Just straight bad, what equals a bad football team. That's what it is. It's a bad football team. We want to sit up here, we want to talk about, we want to holler about who we want as a head coach. If we want Eric Bieniemy, if we want what's his name? Robert Saleh from the 49ers. If you want Arthur Smith, if you want Lincoln Riley, if you want Byron Leftwich, if you want Greg Roman, all these we naming Dabo Sweeney, we naming all these coaches. None of that matters. None of that matters right now, because what matters is this personnel and how we're gonna clean this up. That's what needs to be cleaned up. Because we're now in a situation where 1-6. I told y'all this when I made the schedule review. I said, I know I picked us not to go 1-6, but I said I would not be surprised at all if this team goes 1-6, and I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Look, we here. We here right before the bye week. We is here. It is not a drill. It is not a drill. You don't pass go. You don't collect no $200. We is here. We are right here at 1-6 with Deshaun Watson as your quarterback. Did y'all not realize that Deshaun Watson in 4 straight games, first time ever, if I'm not mistaken, in Texan history. If I'm not mistaken, first time ever in Texan history, a quarterback is thrown for over 300 yards in 4 consecutive games. If I'm not mistaken, no quote me on that. I gotta do some double checking, but I might be, sir. I know it's the first time in his career, because last week was the first time in 3 games. Now, I know some of his yards in today's game came in garbage time. He played magnificent last week. He played good the last 2 games, the 2 games previous before that as well. This game was kind of a little bit of, he basically took what the defense gave him, a little bit of garbage time. But while still, like what, he was 3rd in the NFL in passing yards, first time ever in his career he's ever been 3rd. I'm pretty sure unless somebody just has a crazy ass day, he would end up still no less than 3rd, because Dak, I know Dak was leading, and I'm pretty sure he surpassed Dak now, and Dak is not playing anymore. So I'm pretty sure that he should be nothing less than 3rd in the league, unless somebody just goes crazy, like if Pat or somebody else just goes crazy this week. But we are at this situation where we have a quarterback who's playing this well. Once again, another game, no turnovers, and we are 1-6. You know what that means? That means everybody around him is just playing bad football. David Johnson, the guy you traded for this, you traded this guy for David Johnson, and a little touchdown, yeah, okay, I get a little touchdown, okay, cool. Honcho said probably the perfect thing when we was in the Discord. Shout out to everybody there in South Sports. When we was in the Discord in the middle of the game, that's good for David. That's good for David. That fumble at the end of the game when the Texans try to pass him on stats, try to make it a little bit more respectable. That fumble was just horrendous. That him getting hit, the ball popping straight up in the air, and Green Bay would recover it. Not to mention, like, it was times in this game that the Texans could have made this game actually a good game. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was it 21-10? I think it was 21-10, and we were in the red zone. Deshaun took a bad sack. That was on Deshaun. You got to step up in the pocket. At the very least, step up in the pocket and try to step up in the pocket and try to make a play. That was a little bit on Deshaun. Guys taking bad angles. Guys dropping bad balls. Like it's the team is just not playing well at all. And we're past the situation where we're blaming coaches. Now it's just personnel. Now it's just personnel, and I don't really know how to fix it. I know a lot of people were approaching it. I think the trade deadline is next week on the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, the same day as Election Day, November 3rd. I know a lot of people want to go out there and trade JJ, want to trade McKinney, even though I think you can't trade McKinney right now because he's coming off the shoulder surgery, so I don't think you'll be able to move him. I don't want Jack Easterby or anybody else to make any move. No move. That goes to contract extensions. And I'm a big fan. I want to keep Will Fuller. That goes to extending contracts. That goes to giving out trades. Because I want whoever the new general manager that's coming to take the place to make that decision. Because you have to give this, whoever you hire as the general manager, you have to give him full control and full access. Because he has to clean up what Bill has done wrong. You don't need him to overcorrect. Because it's already going to be a situation where he's going to already have to overcorrect. You don't want him to overcorrect another overcorrection. So you don't want to trade back. You don't want to trade JJ and give a get bad compensation. Oh, we just to get rid of him, just to get something. You don't want to do that right now. The reason why, because you don't know what the future, whoever the new general manager, one, what he could get, or two, what his actual plan is. Because now he got to change his plan all over again. Like, damn, I had a plan in place, but you done got rid of some pieces that I actually had plans for. Now I got to do something else. So you want to give whoever you hire as the new general manager, you want to give him full control, full capacity. You want to give him the reins to do whatever it is that he feels he needs to do to get you out of this salary cap mess, out of this personnel mess, because that's what it is. It's a straight, absolute mess. It's an absolute mess. You're ruining the career of Deshaun Watson right now, because Deshaun Watson can play. He showed you last week that he can play at an elite level, and you still lose the game because of bad personnel, because of bad coaching decisions. And speaking, like I said, it was 4th and 1. It was still a game. What in the world was that option? What was the option play? I want to fault Deshaun a little bit on he should have went ahead and pitched to David Johnson, but it's David Johnson, so I can't fault Deshaun. Maybe if it was somebody else, maybe if it was Duke, if it was Arian Foster, you like, hey Deshaun, you got to pitch that, you got to make that pitch. Like the defender right there, you got to make that pitch. But it's David Johnson, so I don't blame him for not wanting to pitch to David Johnson because it's David Johnson. So I because it's David Johnson, I don't blame it at all. I do blame the decision. Why? What was with that option play? Because I'm like Deshaun, I don't want to give the ball to David Johnson. So why? What was with that option play? To that side, mind you. Wasn't no tight end. You run into the weak side. Like you're not even running to the strong side. Like what are you doing? Like that. Today's game felt like Bill O'Brien coaching. Today's game reminded me extremely of that game 4 years ago against the Minnesota Vikings when Brock Osweiler. Just an uninspired game. A game I just did not feel like watching. The game just felt completely meh. No. Just that. Just blah. I mean, I was expecting, it's Aaron Rodgers, it's Deshaun Watson. I know Aaron Rodgers is coming off a blowout. Deshaun Watson is coming off a huge day. Offensive fireworks all over the field. He threw 4 touchdowns to 4 different receivers. I'm just expecting a shootout. I'm expecting fireworks going back and forth. Even if Texas loses, if the Texans would have lost another back and forth game with him and Aaron Rodgers trading off blows, boom, 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 you at least feel better. Because like I said, I felt better about last week's loss than I did about Jacksonville's win, because I felt that the offense was going in the right direction. You're taking another step back. You're taking more steps back. And once again, like, what was it? I think we're at 37 games with Deshaun Watson. 37 games. Deshaun Watson has only got 1 opening drive touchdown. From 2018 until now, he's only had 1 opening drive touchdown, and that's back in 2018, the opening drive against the Denver Broncos. He has not scored an opening drive touchdown since then. What is going on with the offense? It takes a while. You constantly falling behind 14-0, 17-0, 21-0. You constantly falling behind. Now, you fall behind by a touchdown. Yeah, they get the ball first and they go down there and score. They ain't got nothing. That's normal. Falling down 3-0, that's normal. But you've constantly falling down double digits. Constantly. That's a problem. And like I said, the defense made the stop. I gotta give Whitney Merciless credit. Whitney Merciless made the stop on 3rd down on the opening drive. Damn Eric Murray. Hands in the face. And then we do the rest of the game, give up touchdown after touchdown after big play after big play. What I say, I call Malcolm Butler Big Play Butler. We gotta give that title now to Eric Murray. Big Play Murray. That's what we're gonna call him. Big Play. Big Play Murray. That's what we're gonna call you. Big Play Murray. That's what we're going to call you, because you give up big plays. And I don't want to pop because, hey, he didn't ask for the contract. Bill O'Brien gave him the contract, but you can't move off his contract because he's owed so much guaranteed money that you stuck with him. He's just playing bad football. Just bad bad football. The team itself is playing bad football. It's just it's just bad football. It's what it is. It's just ugly, bad football. We go into the bye week 1-6, 9 games left to go. You're not gonna be able to salvage the season. Definitely not to go. You ain't gonna go win. You ain't about to win 9 straight games. Like people was telling y'all when we went down 0-3. Like, oh, remember back in 18 we won 9 straight games. And that ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna be 10-6. You ain't gonna be 8-8. Hopefully, maybe we can salvage some of the season, but that's more wishful thinking. Cause I don't think so. Guys, just think like I said, it's a bad football team. And whoever the general manager gets put in place has a lot of work to do. And that's the reason why I don't want any moves to be made during the trade deadline or anything, because I need whoever the new general manager is, he needs to make these moves. He needs to make these decisions because he has to have a plan. And we have to follow this plan. We can't get a half of a plan because Brian Gaines had a plan. We never got a chance to follow that plan through. I think his plan was a little bit too long term. Bill O'Brien's plan was, I don't know what his plan was. I don't think he had a plan. We need a guy who we can give a full plan to, and we let him execute his plan to get us out of this darkness. Because other than that, you're going to ruin Deshaun Watson's career, and we're just going to be one of those bad football teams, one of those bad franchises. Because that's the trajectory we're going towards. Like, subscribe if you haven't, comment below if you haven't, click that bell, get more videos. Holla.